10 o'clock at night. And if I stayed in that time zone, I could be as loud as I wanted, unless they had guests over. But it wasn't like I dwelled in the basement all day. I still came out to conversate and eat and everything. And I was showing some of my songs, and they were very supportive of it. And keep in mind they're older, so they're not really up to date on everything. But in a sense, for what it was, they were very supportive. And that's probably one of my favorite times with making music because I made a lot of friends online from the UK. And shout out Milo, Icy Red. Shout out. That's all I can think of right now. But like, nah.
I'm Gray Fox McCall. So glad you guys could join us here on Market Square. It's a beautiful day.
It
JJ,
is, man.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm actually getting a little concerned about my snowboarding season pass because it's, I don't know if the snow's going to last much longer.
I'm not a snow person, so you can take that snowboard stuff and go where it snows.
I honestly hate everything about snowboarding except snowboarding. Like the cold, the snow, everything about it kind of sucks.
That's crazy. It seems like even Ober-Gatlinburg, I don't think they even had a lot of snow.
Well, that's who I'd ride at because it's the closest and it's kind of whatever. But yeah, they try to blow a lot and they're having a hard time sticking it right now.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I mean, it's 78 degrees.
Yeah.
70 degrees in the middle of the day. We got a great show for you here. I'm excited about today's show.
I am too, man. I've got some homies.
Some of your guys
town.
are here.
Yeah, my buddies Gurgley and Tan Leather. They're with Recreational Space Odyssey. Shout out to them. They're in town for some shows that we're doing this weekend. I've got a show tonight at Brickyard, and then we've got another show at Bernadette's on Friday, so they're coming to take things over for a little bit.
Well, nice. But we do have a very special guest from South Carolina. And listen, when he starts talking, you're going to know exactly where he's from. Jeff Smith, producer Jeff Smith is going to be with us today. I think we have him already, looks like.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's on the screen. What's up, man?
There he is. There he is.
How y'all doing?
Hi, Jeff. So glad you could join us. Thank you so much. So tell us a little bit. How did you get into Jeff? You're from Sparta, South Carolina, and you do movies. And you mentioned some things before we went live. You do work on some other projects, but can we talk just a little bit about some of the things that got you into this industry and why you even do what you do?
I started as a background actor about 15 years ago.
Oh,
So,
and that's
yeah.
it. And your
And
passion
that-
for producing came from that?
And my writing skills and it just jumped up to the next level. Each tier it got, more and more.
Oh, wow.
I'm really excited about some of the projects I'm working on, and future projects.
Yeah, but listen, I hear you've been hanging out with some people that we all know. Who is this you've been hanging out with? Like, tell us. We all love celebrity status around here.
I've hung out with Clint Eastwood a few times on some of his movies down in Atlanta. I hung out with Jim Belushi in Charlotte, North Carolina back in May.
That's awesome.
Wow, did you guys work on a project together, or did you
We
just hang out and drink beer?
No, we did more than drink beer, but anyway.
It's a family show. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I got to work with him, got to be a stand-in. We hung out, through the production, so it was pretty cool. If you know Marcia Gay Harden and Diane Ladd, got to hang out with those two nice ladies.
That's
Nice.
awesome. What's it like breaking into the movie scenes and things like that, getting into the film industry? How do you go from background actor starting out, and then how does that kind of progress?
It takes a lot of years. It takes a lot of networking. It takes a lot of getting your foot in the door. Getting in front of the right people to notice. Notice you and notice your work. So,
But
sometimes I have people calling me up, say, "Hey, I got a project. Would you mind coming and help me out?" Or, "Hey, we got something else going on. Could you, come in and lend a hand?" So, I'll jump when my team members need me.
That's crazy. And one of the things I don't think I really had clear, we've had a few producers and directors on the show in the last few weeks. And I don't think one thing I ever really figured out with the movie, other than you having to pay admission to go to the movie, how do you guys, everything I do's got a commercial on it. So how do you recoup when, on a movie? How is that funded?
It just sometimes it's privately funded. sometimes you just, just have to reach out to big investors. Sometimes they reach out to you, just to get their name out there. And if they got a brand they need to advertise. So, you kind of work together as a team to get the ball rolling. So it all depends.
Do you take like an idea, like a vision board or something like that to them?
Usually it's in my head.
I know how that is. Yeah. Yeah.
The visions is usually in my head, and then I just start writing. It's just, when I spoke earlier, if I got a feature film I'm writing, I got a short film I'm writing, but everything comes to me at one time, so I just start writing, and then I pitch the concept to different directors that I know
Do
that
you,
that may help,
Right.
Put it on film.
do you have that first, like, is there that one person, that your go-to person that you take or like with us and things that we do, like you take it to somebody that's specific, but with these movies and getting funding, do you take it straight to the same person the first time, every time, and when they tell you no, you go to the next ones? Like, how does that work?
No, I mean, you just got to have a Rolodex of different people that that might take it or might not take it, or they may know somebody that'll take it or may not take it. It's just all a big gamble on everything.
So tell us a little bit about the films you're working on right now.
Right now, I'm working on writing a feature film. It's kind of a thriller drama type, and the short film I'm working on, I'm trying to get it out by Halloween. It's a Halloween movie.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Halloween
Yeah,
stuff.
I think I'm a thriller drama type. I think I'm the same. But, and I shouldn't have been a smart aleck just now because I had a really good question. Oh, are you all over the place with your genres, or is it all thriller? Is it all? I mean, do you do romance and I don't even know what categories I want to ask, but do you do all categories or genres or?
Well, it just depends. Mostly everything is based on my life experiences. And what I went through in life and how I got to the point that I am today as a person. So, I try to incorporate life experiences into my projects.
Yeah.
To let people feel what you feel, or feel, different emotions and stuff. So that's how I come up with stuff.
I don't think I'd be
Nice.
doing anybody any favors to feel what I feel. Though. Like, I don't know. So when do you said Halloween, you have one coming out, and then you've got something trying to come out by Halloween, but you said you're working on about 4 projects. Any idea of when we can see some of those things?
Well, August down in Sumter, South Carolina, right now we're working on a screenplay for theater.
Wow.
So August the 6th is going to be probably the performance date in Sumter, South Carolina. And then have another one later on in the fall.
Perfect.
Nice. What's your most successful film to date?
Probably Eric Roberts, Black Bear. Got to work with Eric Roberts on Black Bear. It's on Netflix. Got to work with him.
Nice. Now, are you for something like Netflix, are you pitching Netflix themselves, or do you kind of create a product first with like the investors you mentioned and then take it to Netflix? How does getting on board with Netflix, because that's got to be a huge release platform.
And then, it's just like any other platform. It's just, you got to know somebody to get your foot in the door.
Right.
But I try to do investors first to make sure you got the means to get it done, so you can pitch the idea to them.
What do you have on Netflix now? Is it just the one movie? I mean, not to discredit that because that's a big deal, but do you have more than one feature?
One on Netflix. I have one on Amazon Prime. Right now, that's the only 2. Right now.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah,
though.
that's like the modern day CBS and NBC.
Yeah.
And from my, don't let the gray hair fool you. From my era, NBC, CBS is all we had forever.
Yeah,
And now,
and
this is crazy. Good for you.
Netflix has become such a monster. They're basically their own broadcast station and everything. They're their own network, I guess, and
Yeah.
they're putting out some crazy stuff. All those Netflix originals and things. So that's pretty massive to be released on there.
As you say, Netflix, when this pandemic hit, Netflix was picking up a lot of independent films because, you know, Hollywood and everybody was shut down at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of independent filmmakers in my area really, stepped up the game as far as making films and getting it on Netflix.
I think we saw a lot of that through COVID. It kind of weeded out the people that were really about it and kind of leveled the playing field a little bit.
Right.
You know, a lot of the big people, like you said, weren't really working, and you got to see the people that were willing to do it when, there wasn't a crowd or there wasn't anything to really guarantee success. You kind of saw who was doing it just because they love it.
Yeah, it gave people the opportunity to be noticed.
Yeah.
Really to be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even with OXB Radio and probably even some of the artists here on promotion, it's it really it opened the door and it closed some doors, but
Yeah.
but it allowed stuff to serve. I mean, good and bad has come out of all this, and I still think it's real bad. I'm not trying to say it was great, but good for you. Good. I'm glad that opportunity happened for you. It's good to know that good raw talent is surfacing somewhere. So I watch a lot of Netflix, and it having good stuff and different things to watch and different opportunities. This is perfect.
Yeah,
Actually, I come up y'all's way, every once in a while to work on the crime reenactment shows y'all have up y'all's way, like Snap and all those crime reenactment shows. I come up y'all's way a lot.
Yeah, we've all had to work on those crime reenactment shows. It's like the giving. You remember? Did you ever give plasma so you could go to the bar and go drink?
I tried to give plasma one time, and I apparently, if you've been in jail within the past X amount of time, they won't let you.
No, but I would just say like the crime shows here in Knoxville is kind of like the cool plasma, beer money.
Yeah. So when kind of circling back to the whole COVID situation, did your work process change a whole lot? I know within the music industry.
It skyrocketed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, most of the big productions in Hollywood, they shut down, like Atlanta, all independent around in my area, Charleston, South Carolina, just everybody just boomed.
That's crazy. So I don't know how much time we have, Jeff, but have we covered everything? You have anything that we haven't covered that maybe you want to tell these fine folks that are watching right now?
No, I'm pretty glad, I'm pretty awesome to be on y'all's show, I'm also a domestic violence advocate. I wrote for 3 magazines as far as domestic violence.
Good for you.
I got 2 short films I wrote on domestic violence, So, stuff I experienced as a child. So, I got those out in film festivals now.
Do you have like a umbrella company that people can go and find and follow to keep up with your work?
Yeah.
You can usually just follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I post all my everything on my,
But is that just Jeff Smith, or is it Jeff Smith Production?
No, just Jeff
and
Smith.
South Carolina, Jeff Smith. That's you.
Yep.
Well,
Yes,
beautiful.
sir.
Well, I mean, I'm excited to see your work now. I want to go home.
Yeah, I want to go home.
I want to go
Black
watch
Bear.
some of this stuff. But
Actually, y'all had one of the good friends of mine on there a few weeks ago, Rip Elliott.
I was here for that one. Yeah. I liked Rip. Rip, not on Yellowstone. Rip.
No,
I told my friends though he was Rip from Yellowstone, so they'd watch though. I mean, it worked.
My grandparents' dog's name's Rip.
Oh, that's funny. Jeff, and people can just get in touch with you on Facebook. That's the easiest way. Or you have a website or anything?
just Facebook, Instagram. Like I said, it's Jeff Smith 2741 on Instagram.
Okay. And you guys
Just follow me on.
perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, I'm notorious for that. But are you looking for is there something that these guys watching? Are you looking for anything? You looking for extras? You looking for actors? You looking for content? You looking for a friend? You trying to date anybody? I mean, you looking for anything?
No. No, sir.
He said no. He shut me down like no. I'll do drama, but not that kind of drama.
What would someone do that's trying to pursue a career in acting, like getting started? What's that? How do you even just start that?
I see people all the time, especially the younger generation these days, want to get into acting. Best thing I can, tell them is to stay in school. If you have drama in school, take drama.
There's always
Take
drama in
acting.
school.
Yeah, take acting classes. That's the main thing. Take acting classes.
That's
get
awesome.
you a coach, acting coach. You know, that's always a good thing.
That's awesome. Jeff, thank you so much for coming by live from Market Square. And you're live from South Carolina, and technology allowed us to be able to spend some time with you. It's great to get to know you and your projects, and
Yes,
I'm
sir.
excited to go listen to some of your stuff. Watch
I'll-
some of your
I'll-
stuff. This is incredible.
Yeah, thanks for dropping
I'll
in.
inform y'all guys when it hits the airway.
That's perfect. I could listen to you talk it. Like, I love that South Carolina. I love it. I love it. Jeff, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Be easy, man. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
When we come back, we got some friends of yours that's going to hang out with.
Yeah, man. Some great guys that do a lot of great sound design, and they produce their own tracks, and they're kind of pioneering some new stuff in the EDM realm, and that's where my company Nocturnal Entertainment kind of thrives. And they've been on some of our festivals, and like I said, they're coming out for the shows, so they're definitely on the rise right now. And kind of like we mentioned with COVID,
Yeah.
it's been cool to see kind of the more underground people really get these opportunities and be able to kind of thrive when they learn how to evolve during these crazy times.
Well, and everybody has evolved. I know we've I mean, all of us here and back at OXB Radio, my platform, and you know, it's opened the doors, it's closed doors. It's been great and it's been bad at the same time, because you hear people that are suffering, and that's why I do what I do is working with these artists you know, because I like encouraging them and helping them, and you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear your friends though. Like,
Yeah.
I am. I did a dilly dabble in the DJing. And,
Yeah, you were saying that.
But I'm not a sound designer. So now I've got another thing I've got to accomplish. Now I got to be a sound designer.
Man, that's where they thrive. They make some cool noises and stuff that you've definitely not heard before.
I make cool noises too, but it's not music. It's not music. So, but talk about your company. You produce them. How
No,
this works?
so I run a company called Nocturnal Entertainment. We're first and foremost a production company.
Mm-hmm.
We put on concerts, music festivals, things like that. I'm a live sound engineer, so I'm usually the guy in the booth, kind of making sure everything sounds good.
Big words, man. Like,
Um,
I'm just a freaking DJ.
Yeah, so I'm the guy in the booth making sure you sound good.
Oh, cool.
I'm the sound guy. So, but I've worked with them, brought them out to some of our festivals, and then our friendship kind of developed from there. And I just can't show these dudes enough love.
That's perfect. Well, let's show them some love. Are we taking a break? Yep. All right. Cool. I love it. Taking a break. We'll be right back live from Market Square.
Introducing
We're
him.
Hi, everybody.
back.
Welcome back to Live from Market Square. So glad you're here. I'm Gray Fox McCall. My friend JJ over here has got some friends for us.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. We're in the wonderful Promotion Studios, probably the most beautiful studio in Knoxville, in my opinion.
It's a great soundstage.
Oh, it's great. I love it here. My buddies are here, Alex Gergley and Tan Leather, Chris.
What's up?
Actually, Chris, I don't know your last name, which is
My
weird
last
as
name
much
is
as
Colgan.
Colgan. I don't know why I don't know
Hi,
that,
Mom.
but
And Mommy's watching. That's cool.
I hope so. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll hit an age where they quit watching, by the way.
You know.
Trust me.
So tell us a little about what you guys are doing right now. I know you guys kind of both fall under the umbrella Recreational Space Odyssey. That's the label you're working with. You've had some big releases here recently. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so RSO is my label and artist management collective that I have. I am the CEO and founder of. Chris is my marketing director and helps run all social medias and everything. We recently just released a big comp album, available on all platforms and everything, filled with just our artist roster, who honestly, in my opinion, is making some of the most groundbreaking, forward-thinking music in underground electronic music right now. And it's been really cool to see all of these guys work together and create a cohesive piece of art that is able to be broadcasted and easily consumed and have everyone love it. It's gotten great responses so far.
As it should. It was very quality stuff, man.
When did you guys
Appreciate
start? When did this actually start? How long have you been doing this?
So I started DJing and producing about 2 years ago, and started RSO at the same time with a couple of friends of mine back in Boone. We were all just hanging out DJing, and it got started as a little collective with just the four of us, and over time it's slowly fallen apart and then rebuilt into what it's become now with how many do we have? 10, 11 artists under us?
We have, I think, 9 artists officially on our roster, and then 3 managers,
Yeah.
and then, yeah, that's our team right now. We really are working with like 12 people, and it's a wonderful group of like-minded people that all have the same drive and goal and ambitions.
Yep.
And I'm really stoked.
And
to be
that's
part of it.
You
that's a
found
big,
12 people to do that with?
yeah.
It's kind of unreal, right?
That was
Yeah.
a big thing in getting this started and becoming what it is, was finding all of these people who had the same general direction and ambitions and goals, who could all work with us and be a part of what we were doing.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you guys, you guys are you said that you guys, I mean, you guys are touring. Where are you? Where are you going? What's your territory? That kind of. Where can people see you and find you guys?
Cool. So we are currently really just running shows all around the Southeast, some over in Denver as well. We recently just had a takeover with the Hemiwave Collective at Your Mom's House, a venue in Denver. That went really well.
Nice.
We've been doing weekly events in Boone as well at a residency we have at a bar up there.
Nice.
As well as our own solo events that we get booked for, such as the one we're doing tonight at the Brickyard here in Knoxville, and then again on Friday at Bernadette's, and a few other dates that you'll be able to find us.
Yeah, we like to be around the Southeast. We were last in Knoxville on Halloween. The two of us played together with one of my close buddies, Silly from the Beat Ranch, and we have been doing a lot of shows in Asheville recently as RSO. I and Druid, another one of our artists, have both been playing there because we both live there, and so we try to play anytime we can there. Sound ordinances kind of make it difficult, but we throw as many shows as we possibly can, and we're trying to just bring the craziness to everywhere.
Yeah, and by really well, that show in Denver they're talking about, they sold it out, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. It's a very well-known venue. It's called Your Mom's House out there, and for you guys to come from the East Coast and go out there and do such a big event, that's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got connections in Denver, and Denver's a hard market. Like, it's a tough market.
It is. It's
Congratulations.
It's the
Thank
bass
you.
music capital of the world, so it is swamped with fellow electronic artists trying to make it, and it's kind of like an actor going to LA and trying to make it out there.
Yeah.
It's a tough look on it, but
Yeah, Good People Entertainment. Shout out to Morgan at Good People Entertainment. Morgan used to live in Knoxville, actually. Yeah. And you guys need to talk to her. Like, I think she's good people. So No pun intended. Good People Entertainment. So do you record your stuff and release it? Like, do you guys put that out, or is it just you just do this live and you don't
No,
sell
we
it?
just released a whole album with our label, a 12-track album featuring each member on RSO.
Nice.
Yeah, we do we all produce our own music and everything as well. Most of us in Ableton and working in that, and get to spend a lot of time really just honing in on that craft.
Yeah.
And getting to play it live is really more of a bonus to it because we get to share what we're already doing and what we love.
Yeah.
So that's probably one of the best points of it, is getting to bring that out to a live audience.
Yeah, so when they create, it's kind of less of recording and more of building things within a software, which is the Ableton software they're talking about. So they spend a lot of time, behind the laptop developing these tracks. And so when they go and DJ, they're dropping something that they've spent a lot of time and energy into.
And there is recording involved for sure. Like when we create the sounds, like you were saying that we're sound designers. So when we create those sounds, we create our own custom synthesizer tables, and we will record what comes out of those synthesizers when we play. I mean, sometimes even random notes, like you pay attention to which notes you're playing, obviously,
Right.
and write a song out of it. But you record those sounds and then chop those as if you were taking from a sample, but you're creating the sample yourself with your own wavetable synthesizers.
Wow. I could use you guys tomorrow night. If you got some samples I can take with me.
What you
we
paying?
can send you a pack.
I got a sample pack for that.
Yeah, I love it. No, so where are you guys how much equipment do you travel with? Is it easy for you to jump on a plane and go to Denver?
A flash drive.
It's very easy.
I just have to bring a flash drive everywhere.
drive, and I can do whatever you need me to do.
That's incredible. And,
If you got that, and I have a USB, I'm pointing at Dex. I just realized I'm pointing at nothing.
you're pointing at what? Say that slower, please.
I'm pointing at Dex.
There you go.
Turntables.
That's an E, not an
Music
I.
players.
So but you, and something it triggered a minute ago, and I lost it. But I guess what you're saying is you are really artists, because you're really artists, because artists write a song, produce it, and then put it out there, and then when they're live on stage, it's much different. The energy is different. Everything is different. You enjoy the music so much better, like we're going to see tonight. Like the energy is so much different when it's live. I love the live show. I live for the live show. So you are artists.
Yeah, a lot of people
Reiterating the fact that you described an artist. You described yourself as an artist.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people kind of discredit DJs because in a way people say they get up there and press play, but there's so much more that goes into it. But what a lot of that discredit happens from people kind of forget how much time they put in on the front end to develop that track, and you can't just do these things live without triggering through a track. And then
So a lot of it too, in designing these tracks, I'm not just he's not just a guitar player. I'm not just a bass player. We're not just one instrument in that band or a solo artist writing one or two pieces. We are literally arranging entire symphonies, quote unquote.
Composers, if you will.
Composers of all these different sounds. All our songs have the same elements of all the other songs that most people would listen to. We have drums that we have to completely create and program in. We have risers, tension building, all that, all the effects and assets that you would have in a regular song. We do all compose and create. So
People
Yeah,
who
they're-
think that electronic music producers don't do stuff have never sat down in a DAW and tried to create a kick drum from a synthesizer.
No.
If you don't know how to make a kick drum, I don't know. But, and also a lot of times, you say we're going up there and pressing play, but most of the time when we're,
I'm not
especially when a
saying
lot
that.
of our artists.
No, we did not say that.
I'm
we
not
were
saying that
defending
at
that.
You in general,
I know
you in
better.
general.
I meant the general
I know.
population of them haters. But we're actually showcasing a lot of our unreleased music when you come see us live. It's not like we're going to come up and play the songs that are available for you to hear on streaming services. I'm up there playing all these songs that are not coming out for months and stuff. So if you want to hear it, this is where you can hear it. That's why you want to go to the electronic show.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you'll hear it in different forms and fashions. You can catch a song that they've got kind of tucked in their pocket that's either unreleased or is released, but they've got different versions of it, and sometimes they might never release that, and you only can catch it live, and there's just a beauty to that. And then when they are mixing tracks together, sometimes these tracks come together and form something completely brand new. And I know these guys don't even pre-plan a lot of their sets. They kind of just mix on the fly. So
Yep.
sometimes
Yeah, me too. When the bride gets drunk and realizes she don't like that song, yeah, you gotta mix on the fly.
Yep.
yeah, so they come up with some stuff that they might be hearing for the first time too. And like you were asking about with the decks, that kind of falls on like my end of things with the production companies. When we book shows, we backline that basically and have that ready to go, so they can just hop on a plane, grab a flash drive, and they come up, plug it in. You know, it's pretty impressive how much, you know, material you can carry in a flash drive now. And
Well, look, I know it takes a lot of time because even when I just put my playlist together, and that, you know, it takes a lot of time to put the night together, and then you guys are actually going a step further and producing it and creating it and making
Exactly.
it happen.
And
Nobody
then
did it.
freestyling it.
Yep. And then just playing it together.
And I want to give a big shout out to promoters like JJ who have CDJs ready for us to use. Thank you. You make our lives so much easier.
Well, I think it's time to put your money where your mouth is.
yeah, man, let's
get
check
it.
you guys
Yeah.
out. Let's get a
get it.
little
We're
thing
gonna
going.
take a break and then and get them on. Yeah, we'll be right back after these short messages.
Bring on the fog!
Yeah, and that was.
Hey, we're back. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're about to cut to my good friends Gurgly and Tan Leather. They're going to throw some beats down with us. You guys probably can't tell, but we've got another little guest down here, French Fry. I'm a big dog person. We just hit the foggers and kind of freaked him out a little
he's
bit.
freaking out a little bit because he thinks the building's on fire.
Well, guys, y'all about ready? Let's do this thing.
Hit play. Kidding.
It's like a fungus. It Nobody fresher. Side, they jealous, we gotta
just keeps going forever.
a Guinness and a split the need. Watch it make me crush up the weed. Brain a take flight and a cloud the leave. You know say me eyes a bleed. Me say a Guinness and a split the need. Watch it make me crush up the weed. Head top a lift up and the cloud the leave. You know say me eyes a bleed.
One spliff, couple Guinness. Spliff, couple. One spliff, couple Guinness.
Del monte será, se le oyen las voces como el pavo real, se le oyen las voces como el pavo real, se le oyen las voces como el pavo real. Águilas del monte, águilas del monte. Águilas del monte.